What's up? This is Alex Chu coming at you with another episode. This episode, I want to tell people that Biden is the Antichrist, okay? Excuse me. Yeah, I want to tell people that Biden is the Antichrist, okay? And I have proof based on Bible scriptures, based on prophecies, okay? But anyway, before I talk about that, I want to tell you my name's Alex Chu. I'm the guy who invented physical mortality rings. These are rings that you put on your small finger, string sleeve. You wear them, you don't age anymore. You become physically immortal. For example, I'm already 53. You can tell. See, I'm still pretty slim. Look at my belly. I don't have any belly fat, right? I never go to the gym, never work out, but I'm skinny like this at 53. If you go to my website, livemuchlonger.com, I have lots of testimonials from Amazon customers. Most of them give me 4-star, 5-star. If you want to look like me when you're 53, livemuchlonger.com, livemuchlonger.com. Link is at the bottom of this video, okay? Yeah. If you look at, you know why I say Biden's the Antichrist? Because, well, the Christians call the 7-year man in Daniel chapter 9, okay? There's a 70 weeks prophecy, and there's this man who's going to come. He's going to promise peace to many for 7 years, right? In the middle of the 7, shit is going to happen. That's Biden right there, okay? That's Biden right there. Okay, the reason is because, let's count. How many years is Biden in office right now? About 3.5 years, right? He was elected president in November 2020, right? And right now it's 2024, June of 2024. What happened recently? Israel. Okay, about 2-3 weeks ago, in the middle of May, right? Biden halted aid, America has been given aid, military aid to Israel for a long time. I don't know for how long. I think ever since Eisenhower, I think. I don't know, but America has been given Israel military aid, billions and billions of military aid for a long time, And Biden halted it just a few weeks ago. There were like 3,500 bombs that are supposed to be given to Israel, but Biden halted it. Biden kept the bombs. Because, Biden want Israel and Hamas to sign some sort of peace deal, Hamas is, they keep on attacking Israel, and Biden just want Israel to halt everything, just pretend that Hamas doesn't even exist. But Netanyahu said, no, we have to wipe them out. We have to destroy Hamas, clean them out before we can stop this war, right? I actually agree with Netanyahu, You have to clean out the terrorists before you stop the war, or else, the war would be, the fighting would be in vain, right? You have such a long war, like almost 10 months old, right? Almost 10 months war with Hamas, and at the end you just let them go. They just release the hostages and you just let them go. No. But anyway, Biden halted weapons that are supposed to go to Israel just a few weeks ago. That has fulfilled Daniel chapter 9, because Daniel said, Daniel recorded that this man will promise peace to many for 7 years. But in the middle of the 7, right, which is 3.5 years, right, he will do what? He will perform abomination of desolation, okay? I think allowing Hamas to live, that's an abomination of desolation, right? It's like you have a whole bunch of cockroaches inside your shelf, right? And then your wife suggests you to, buy some poison, kill the cockroaches. And you say, no, we just killed a few and just let them all go, Just killed a few cockroaches and let the rest of them live. It's like, you're basically prolonging the life of the cockroaches, right? And Hamas is the same thing, It's really the same thing, It's like you prolong, you destroy like half of them and then let the other half live. It doesn't matter. It doesn't make any sense. So that's abomination of desolation, okay? And also another thing he said, Daniel recorded, said he will make the oblation of sacrifice and oblation to stop. He will cease sacrifice and oblation. Sacrifice and oblation, that's halting the aids to Israel, halting military aid to Israel. Sacrifice is like donation, right? It's like, you're giving, you sacrifice, right? Sacrifice doesn't mean that you kill yourself. It doesn't mean that you die for your country. It doesn't mean you have to die. Sacrifice could mean that, you give something out for free, You sacrifice a lamb, or you sacrifice a cow in front of your God. You kill the cow, you kill the lamb, right? Sacrifice it for God. Or it could be money sacrifice. You could sacrifice your money, for the sake of God, for the sake of whatever that you deem fit. It could be money sacrifice. It could be, I don't know, cattle or lamb sacrifice. It could be, back in the old days, they also use liquor. They sacrifice liquor. They pour liquor. They pour wine, at the altar to sacrifice wine to God. Or crop sacrifice. You burn your crop in front of God, in front of the altar, crop sacrifice. Or money sacrifice. You give money to the priest, right? So sacrifice could be military aid that, United States give Israel billions of dollars every year, right? And Biden halted it. Suddenly he just halted it 2 weeks ago. Oblation, what's oblation? Oblation is the same thing. Oblation means donation. Oblation means donation to whatever, to God, to people, to whoever, to a non-profit organization, whatever. So he caused sacrifice and oblation to cease. That's Biden, right? He's already in office for 3.5 years, right? He was elected 2020, November 2020. And he halted sacrifice and oblation in May of 2024. So that's exactly 3.5 years. Am I right? So that's him right there, man. That 7-year man. This means, based on this prophecy, I can already tell you, Trump is not going to win this election. No, Trump is not going to win. Biden still have another 3.5 years to live. He will still be in office for another 3.5 years because he's the 7-year man. He has 7 years. And also, another thing that he's going to do, right? This is not in Daniel. This is in Revelation. I forgot what chapter, but it says the 2 witnesses, right? The 2 witnesses will spew fire out of their mouths. There are 2 witnesses. They're like superpower. They're like Superman. They would spew fire out of their mouths. They would cause destruction. Whoever dares to whoever dares to bring them trouble, whoever dares to offend them, they will cause destruction. They would destroy whatever is in front of them, shit like that. It's like 2 witnesses fighting. That must be United States and Russia, Russia right now, Russia is right now fighting Ukraine, right? And what happened just a week ago, okay? Biden changed his attitude toward Russia, right? See, at first, Biden said to Ukraine, okay, that you guys cannot use American weapons to attack inside Russia, right? But a week ago, he changed his attitude. Biden suddenly changed his attitude. He said, now you can use American weapons to fight inside Russia, to strike inside Russia, Like you can use American long-range missiles to hit Russian targets inside Russia, right? Just a week ago. And Putin said, oh, if you dare to do this, then you're basically fighting a proxy war. You're using Ukraine to fight a proxy war with Russia. So it's like a declaration of war. It's like officially United States is declaring war on Russia. That's what Putin said, right? And Putin said, we're going to retaliate if American missiles start to hit Russian targets inside Russia, Germany is doing the same thing. When Biden said, yeah, you can use American weapons to hit inside Russia, and Germany suddenly, they also stood up and they say, yeah, we agree. Yeah, Ukrainians can use German weapons to hit inside Russia. just a week ago. And you count. Again, that's the two witnesses. The timeline of two witnesses is the same thing as the timeline of the Israel. There's supposed to be a 7-year period, right? If you read Revelation, there's supposed to be a 7-year period. And then right in the middle of the 7, okay, 3.5 years, the two witnesses, they will begin to fight each other. So what did Biden do? Yeah, he changed his attitude toward Russia. He said, now Ukrainians may use American weapons and to strike inside Russia, right? So again, that's exactly 3.5 years, right? Biden will be elected president in November 2020, and right now, and then in May of 2024, right? Biden allow Ukrainians to use American weapons to strike inside Russia. So you count. That's exactly 3.5 years. Am I right? So there you go. And also in Revelation, I forgot which chapter. I think it's chapter 6 or something. If you're interested, you could read Revelation. It says there's this somebody has given a ruler. Somebody has given a measuring tape to John. Okay. John the prophet, right, who wrote the Revelation. Say do not measure the outer court, because the outer court would be given to foreigners for 3.5 years, okay? And then the end would come. So again, there's a 7-year period, and then in the middle of the 7, right, the outer court of the temple will be given to foreigners. Again, that's Hamas, right? Hamas attacked Israel. And then America, Biden told Israel to halt. Biden halted weapons that are supposed to be given to Israel, right? Just 2-3 weeks ago, right? Halted 3,500 bombs. So Biden is telling Netanyahu, Biden is telling Israel, hey, let the Hamas live. Let them go, Do not kill them all. Let them go. So it's the same thing, just like in John's Revelation, right? Somebody gave John a measuring tape. You measure the outer court, that part, just give it to the foreigners. Let them live at the outer court for 3.5 years. You see? Again, that proves Biden is the 7-year man, okay? Well, he's not the Antichrist. See, the Christians call the 7-year man the Antichrist. But in reality, he's not the Antichrist. The Antichrist is still coming, okay? Antichrist is actually the Jewish Messiah. Antichrist is King David, the Jewish Messiah. And then the Muslim call the Antichrist the Dajjal, Dajjal. Antichrist is also the Lucifer person, right? And then after the Antichrist, there will be a Jesus, Muslims call it Isa, right? The Jews, they would call Jesus Solomon, King Solomon, because Solomon is God has told King David that your son Solomon would be like the son of God. That's what God said. Okay, I forgot which book. I forgot which scripture, but that's what God said to David. Your son Solomon would be like the son of God. Would be like my own child. That's what God said to King David. So Jesus would come after the Antichrist, okay? And Jesus would be the Solomon person because Jesus is son of God, right? But anyway, you see, based on what Biden is doing right now, you can tell he is the 7-year man, and you can tell the United States would I think right after this election, Trump is going to lose, and then the United States would enter the Civil War. And then Civil War will probably end in 2027 or 2028. When Biden's 7-year period runs out, Civil War is going to end, and then the Messiah would take over. You understand? The Antichrist would take over. Because I saw that in my dream. I saw Hitler coming back, you know. So yeah, when Hitler comes back, the Antichrist is arriving, you know. But anyway, hey, hope you like my video. If you like, please subscribe. Talk to you next time.